Welcome back to Narrative Dude. This is November 7th and the 7th day of NaNoWrimo, and this is my update. Before I give my numbers, I want to just mention or just talk about briefly the idea of failing. And I was thinking about it quite a bit today for some reason, and I wanted to touch on it. I did very good today, so I'm doing well with this NaNoWrimo, but I failed a lot of times, both at NaNoWrimo and at writing in general. That there were times that I doubted this was what I was supposed to be doing. Granted, now I'm not in much more of an enviable position. I don't have published books. I get to teach writing. I get to do a lot of fun things with writing, but I haven't attained my highest goal yet. So that's what I'm working on. That's why I'm following through on NaNoWrimo. And I think that if you have hit a spot where you feel like you're failing, you just can't go on, you're wondering why you can't make NaNoWrimo work for you. You just, at 1,700 words just seems totally out of reach. I want to step back and say, this is not a failure. Now, even if you don't complete NaNoWrimo, that is not a failure. Just writing is a success. And it's not a matter of that you don't have enough caffeine, or you didn't get the right scented candles, or you haven't got a good keyboard or anything like that. The reason that anybody fails, and especially writers, because you don't follow the one rule of writing, and that is be a writer. Now, I wish I had a magic formula. I'd use it on myself first of all. If I did, I wish that I had the step-by-step program for writing success. And I'll tell you, anybody that says they have that, see what they're saying, see if you can follow along. But success comes from inside. It comes from one primary mover, and that's you as a writer. If you've stopped and you feel like you just can't keep going with NaNoWrimo, you're finished and you can't even get another word out, I want you to do something. And at some point, if you're able to just stop right now, pick up a pad of paper, use your smartphone, pull up a text document, and just write one sentence. Anything at all. It doesn't have to be creative. If you absolutely can't think of anything, just type out, I am a writer. So once you've done that, you are in fact a writer. If someone asks you, what are you? Answer, I'm a writer. That's what it takes. Believing in yourself is the first step. It may be the only step, honestly, because we're all going to find different paths to our creative satisfaction. But the first step for being a writer is to recognize that you are a writer. I want you to think about that. Now, I'm going to do a reading here, but tomorrow, actually, for tomorrow's edition, I got some tips and tricks to kind of unstick you in your writing. I've got some interesting tools to play around with that I'll pull out and present to you. But for today, I just think focusing on the idea that you're a writer may be enough. So today I'm going to read. It's coming from Writers on Writing. So it is what it is. It says a collection of writers on writing. And what I'm going to read is Richard Ford on his selection from this. Yes, writing can be complicated, exhausting, isolating, abstracting, boring, dulling, briefly exhilarating. It can be made to be grueling and demoralizing. And occasionally it can produce rewards. But it's never as hard as, say, piloting an L1011 into O'Hara on a snowy night in January, or doing brain surgery when you have to stand up 10 hours straight. And once you start, you can't just stop. If you're a writer, You can stop anywhere, anytime, and no one will care or ever know. Plus, the results might be better if you do. For me, the benefits of taking time off between big writing projects, novels, let's say, seem both manifest and manifold. For one thing, you get to put lived life first. I think that's a good place to stop for today. So I'll give my numbers for the day. This morning, got up my usual early, wrote 2,296 words, and you can see I'm putting up my NaNoWrimo score sheet, or whatever they call it, from the website. My total words now are at 13,168. So again, I'm feeling pretty good. I hope, why don't you leave a comment, let me know where you're at, and if you're stuck, tell me that too, and let's see if we can figure out some way to get you unstuck, because it really is a worthy thing to do. Being a writer can be it's a very lonely pursuit, that's why most of us are introverts of one type of another. But drop a comment if you want to, and let me know how you're doing and where you're at in your writing, and we can share that between us. So once again, please remember to, if you're so inclined, please subscribe, hit a like, share this with your friends or family or any other writers you might have that you think would benefit from it, and I'll see you tomorrow.